are you? Yes, it's Monday and not Sunday, so I do apologise. My plans for the weekend went awry. Had so much going on. I just didn't get time to do a video, so I'm really sorry about that. But today I'm not showing you a recipe because, well, one, it's 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm not going to start cooking now. But two, I want to talk about Slim World Group, because I don't know if any of you are aware, if you've not been doing the virtual meetings during lockdown, but Slim World opens again this week. Woo! So some of you could go this evening to your first group in 5 months. For me, it's going to be Wednesday, so I've got a couple of days to get myself psyched up to go back to group, and I am so excited. I have done virtual all through lockdown. Missed the last couple, I have to say. Things, you know, just happened. I had people turn up, and I probably made a little bit of an excuse. You know, I could have said to people, look, I've got to go and do my Slim World virtual, give me half an hour, but I didn't. And I think probably because when you're on virtual, the commitment isn't as much as when you have to leave the house and go to group. So I'm really looking forward to getting back into my Slim World routine. I'll be honest, lockdown has been challenging. I haven't been furloughed, I have been working my way through it from home, and I'm still working from home and will be for the foreseeable. So my own daily routine has really changed. I don't go to the gym anymore because I used to go on my lunch break, and obviously can't do that because it's a 3-hour commute to work. So I'm not going to go 3 hours just to go to the gym. And obviously most gyms have been closed. They've all been closed. Most gyms have only just reopened or not at all. So my activity levels has plummeted over lockdown. I do walk my dogs twice a day, so I am doing around about 12 to sort of 14,000 steps a day, so it's not too bad, but I was doing like sort of around 20,000 steps, so there is a massive drop. If you work that over a week, that is huge. And obviously, you know, when you're at work, you're getting up and down to go to the kitchen to get a drink or go to meetings, things like that. I used to use the stairs rather than the lift, so I did a lot more activity. Now, the only activity I do is to go downstairs to the kitchen to make myself a cup of tea. And then what I'll tend to do during the day is I'll make a cup of tea and bring some squash as well. So I'm reducing the amount of times I'm going downstairs. So everything has changed for me in lockdown. And I've also got, I think, bored with food. And that sounds really odd. Whereas before, when I used to go to work, I used to pack lunches and try and make them really creative so you didn't get bored in the evenings. Because I was coming home late, I had to plan every single meal, and I'd either prep it in the morning or the night before. So I was really structured with food. Now I'm at home, I'm not doing that. I'm not planning that far ahead. I might sort of think in the morning, oh, I need to get something out of the freezer, but it will be a piece of meat or fish, and I don't plan what I'm going to do with it or anything until that evening. So again, I'm not really having the same focus I used to have, and I need to get that back a little bit. The other problem I've got, and it took me a while to realise it, is when you go to Slim World, you're in stone and pounds. Okay, and I love it. I've grown up with stone and pounds. I know exactly what my weight is in stone and pounds, and I'm happy with that. However, at home, our scales are kgs, because my hubby is South African. He prefers kgs to stone and pounds. So we work in kgs, which isn't a problem when you go into Slim World every week and you're being weighed and you're getting your stone and your pounds, because mentally you then know what you are. For the last 5 months, I've only worked in kgs, and you put 1 kg on, that's 2.2 pounds. Put 2 kgs on, that's 4.4 kgs on. So 4.4 pounds on, okay? Get 3 kgs and you're talking about half a stone. Whereas £3 isn't that much. And in your head, and you think, oh, well, you know, it's the odd kg here, the odd kg there, but actually it's not. So for me, I think, you know, I've looked at the scales, oh, well, it's only a couple gone up, you know, but actually it's not. It's a lot. So I'm not dreading Wednesday, because you know what, I'm going to embrace my Slim World journey, and I'm going to draw a line now. Lockdown for Slim World is over. I'm going to try and get back into my structured routine. I think I'm going to have to go back to writing everything down. That way I'm going to hopefully in my head start planning my meals more effectively. My food shopping, I'm going to again plan my week ahead shopping as opposed to just buying stuff online and making it up on the day when I cook it. Before, I'd know roughly what I was having on what day, and yeah, it was much better, much more simple. So I've got to make some changes, and I'm going to do it. The other changes, if you haven't been to virtual groups or looked on your Facebook pages, is this time when you go into Slim World, you've got to book your slot. So again, you've got to be structured to know, and if you don't go for that slot, somebody could have had your slot. So you know, don't book a slot and not go. So you've got to go to Slim World. You also have to weigh in with your shoes on. Yeah. How many of us go and strip off and then get on the scales? Yeah, you can't do that anymore, no. And you know, you can take limited stuff in with you, and you sit in group with your mask on, so you can get weighed with your mask on, so make sure your mask is light. And I'm going to take some flippity flops to wear when I get weighed in, because my trainers will be quite heavy. But do you know what? I just think we're all going to be wearing shoes when we get weighed in. We're all going to put a few more pounds on because our clothes are going to be heavier and everything else. So we're all going to be in the same boat. And the beauty is, once we come out of lockdown and you get on the scales without your shoes on, you're going to have lost a lot of weight. So yeah, so that's my plans for the week ahead, is to get back into my Slim World group. I am going to start doing more recipes. I can't guarantee I'll be able to put them on more than once a week, because like I said, I'm doing all my furniture and things like that, so I need time to do that. But if I get the odd one to pop in, I will. And obviously, if you see my recent videos, I've got my Slimline gin as well, which is lower calories than wine, and definitely Slimline wine is amazing, and I would recommend, if you're going to drink wine, you take Slimline wine, not normal wine. You can get it online. That's my dog barking, I do apologise, don't know why. So yeah, I've got a few changes to make, haven't I? Am I waffling? I think I'm waffling, aren't I now? Right, so I'm going to love you and leave you right now. I'm going to drink my cup of tea, green tea, no milk. I haven't had breakfast yet, so I'm going to go downstairs. I haven't planned what I'm going to have. Again, you see, this is the problem. I do know I've got some bananas that may be overripe now. I do cover them with a blanket, not a blanket, a tea towel, to try and stop them ripening too much in this heat. But I think they are over a week old, so I think they're probably going to be a little bit ripe. So I might end up doing like a banana baked oats just to use them up, but I will sin it. But by writing it down, I know exactly what I'm going to be saying. So yeah, lots and lots of things I need to do differently. I've got to stop eating on the hoof. Not because I think what I eat is bad, it's just I don't know what I'm eating during the day. You know, I don't have lots of naughty things in the house anyway. Well, I say that. My mother, bless her, bought me my favourite sweets for my birthday. Yeah, I know. So there's chocolate Brazil nuts, there's shrimps, there's bananas, all the things I love, and Haribos and things like that. So yeah, I've got to make sure I ration those. I'm not saying I'm not going to eat them, because I am going to eat them, but I just need to make sure what I'm eating is measured out and I write them down. So this is something I haven't been doing all through lockdown, and I need to do it. I so need to do it. But I think going back to group, going to be weighed and having the stone and the pounds in my brain again is going to be the making of me, she says. So guys, I hope you subscribe, I hope you follow me on my journey, I hope you share, you know, how lockdown's gone with you, and you know, how you're going to move forward with going back to group. Are you going back to group? Because you don't have to. If you feel unsafe, you don't need to go to group. But I just think for me, group is the right thing to do. So I am looking forward to my first weigh-in on Wednesday in months. Alright guys, I will see you on my next video. I will. Alright, have a fabulous week ahead. Alright, take care. Bye bye.